Welcome everyone to Stamping with Teresa, and tonight we are going to be using our Big Shot again. I just love using the Big Shot, and tonight we're going to be doing showing you how to do templates, stencil templates with the Big Shot and our Thinlit dies. The one thing that I like to do is when I'm using my Thinlits is these are your little Thinlits, it's like to think about where I'm placing them on my cardstock so that I can actually make some templates up and keep them for backgrounding, because we throw a lot of this away, and I don't like throwing this away because you can use it over and over again for really great cards, and especially for making background paper for scrapbooking, for your project live or memory keeping, and even for card making. It's really great. Got someone on there saying hello. It's nice to see people come on. So I'm just a fraction bit early tonight. I wanted to make sure that I had this video working right. Last week I had a lot of problems with it, with this phone, so it seems to be going well, and we seem to have good lighting on here tonight, so that's a good thing. So I'm not going to curse it. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so last week we did a shim, and I showed you how to do a shim and an oval, how to do an emboss center. But this week I want to share with you another shim just before we start doing our card, and it's making the shim template the same as what we did last week with our other shim. So, but this time we've actually cut out a circle, and we're going to place this one over the top of our embossing folder. Now this will actually emboss everywhere on the outside of the circle, of the oval. I'm so used to doing circles, obviously, outside of the oval, but it will give it a clear spot on the center here where you can actually stamp an image, which is like your words or something like that, which is really great, because you know it gives it a different look and a different texture. So I'm not going to make a full card, I'm just going to show you how to do this, and then I'm going to go on to the stenciling. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing down here. If you come on, say hello. We'd love to say hello. I don't always look up, but I know someone's on there. But if you put your name, I'll try to acknowledge you when you come up. So we've got our Big Shot. This is the new Big Shot platform, the multi-purpose platform, the Big Shot platform. And it's just called Big Shot platform too, by the way. And then we've actually got also the thin one that goes on top. This is the adapter one that you can actually put on. Now we're going to use the adapter instead of one of our plates. I hope that makes sense. So we're then going to put our embossing folder down with the fold towards the Big Shot, because you want the fold to go in first. If you do it the other way and you bring your ends in, it can actually buckle and split your fold. So fold first, then place. Hi Carly and Jill, nice to see you girls on here. Yeah, so place your cardboard over the top. This is your shim over the top. Use a bit of washi tape to hold it in place, then put your clear plate over the top and run it through your Big Shot. Okay, so this is how it will look when you actually bring it out of your folder. And you can see that you have, hi Jill, beautiful embossed area. So I'm just going to actually sponge that up a little bit, just so you can sort of see in a different green, so you can sort of see what's happening here. These are our new ink pads, so we just open it up and push it. It's like a little cosmetic case, this one. So we're just going to sponge this around so the leaves pop out, and you can sort of see what I'm talking about. And I'll go through it again with you in a minute. Okay, hopefully you can sort of see that more. So where the darker edge is, that's where all the embossing went through. And then this bit here is all smooth where you can actually stamp straight onto. It's a really great technique, so it's something I would encourage you to have a play with. Hi Lorraine, hope you're feeling better, sweetie. Yeah, so, or your husband's feeling better. So that's what I would do with this one. So I'll just go quickly through that one more time so you know what I did. So we had our big shot. Then we placed our big shot platform. Then our adapter. And this is being used instead of a plate. Then we're going to open up with a piece of cardstock inside of our framelit. Don't forget your oval, your fold goes through here. Now I've cut this one quite narrow, and it's probably a good idea to actually cover your embossing folder when you cut your template out. So probably the same size if you want to get the whole pattern is probably a good idea. And then your clear plate over the top and just run it through. This is called a window emboss. So it's really a nifty little way of doing this. So then you just take your piece of cardstock out from the center. I just don't know if you can see it really well, and it's really hard, but you can sort of see the two techniques there, that it's embossed around there. Okay, I'm just going to share with you a card that I did with this technique, but it's very hard to actually see it on the white. But I actually could stamp the words really nicely, and I didn't have to put another mat or anything there, and I just used a couple of little flowers. But those little flowers is what I'm using for my template tonight to do my background. So I'll just move this all out of the way for the moment. Okay, so we've got our little background one. Now this one's quite cute. I've sort of lined them up this way, which is quite cute. And then the black one I've lined up a little bit differently when I cut these ones out, which is quite, it's up to you how you actually do it. But anyhow, either way is quite good. This is the Flourishing Thinlit dies. This set comes out of the Flourishing Thinlit dies, and it's this beautiful little flower here. Which is really cute, and that's what I used on the card. Okay, so this is part of what we're going to be sponging up. So you can either use either template that you want to use, or I might use the red, you might be able to see it better. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to place this over, and we're going to use sponging. So I'm going to use crushed curry and soft suede. So put that one on there. Soft suede, oh, this one's one of the new ones, so we're going to lift up and push. And also some basic grey in a little bit. So I'm just going to get the crushed curry on the sponge, and I'm just going to sponge the where the flower is at the moment, just the top of the flowers. Then I'm going to actually come down with the soft suede and just come in to the stem area. These do make great, really great templates. So whenever you're actually cutting out die cuts with your Big Shot or any of your cutting machines, you really want to think about keeping your bits, because it's really handy. So I'm just going to bring this one all around that way. So you're just going to be placing them onto your cardstock. And it's a lot of fun. This makes a really interesting class. It's quick. So I've got a little brown top on that one, so that's okay. You can do whatever colours you want. I'll bring another yellow one in here. Crushed curry is a beautiful colour, so, and the soft suede goes really well with it. So we're bringing it in here, and then I'm going to bring it in on the side here on an angle as well. I'm going to come in here and bring the soft suede down here. So you can sort of see that we're making a bit of a background here, which is quite nice, and you can sort of add whatever you want, so you can just move it around. Okay, so, and then we're going to come in around here, and if you've got a bit of brown, it doesn't matter because it just highlights to the card. That's fine. And I'm just going to grab that little bit of yellow down on that one there, and just on the corner there, and just on this bit here. Okay, I think we can get one more in there. Might go one this way. Okay, I'll just do me yellow here, and then me green. Okay, so that looks really, gives you a beautiful background with all the different colours through it. You can do this in all different colours, and I have done another one with a different colour, so I'll show you that. Now you can sponge around. I didn't sponge around the last one, but I'll sponge around this one really quickly. It just depends what you want. And when I make these, I try to make them in different colours so that they look a little bit different each time, which is really good. And they're just a really nice little one. If you want a bit more yellow down here, you can just bring that flower part in there and just put a bit of yellow where you want it. So it just brings that little bit of highlight up there. Okay, this is going to be matted on our basic grey. So I'm just going to mat this onto the basic grey with our snail. And I'm going to be using this Stamparatus in a minute, so I'm just going to pop that down there. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one open. I'll just shut this one. It's just warm in here, and your inks do dry quite fast. How many of you have to think about these new ink pads? I do still. That's okay. Okay, so the Stamparatus, I'm going to show you how to do stepping down. Stepping down is what I call it. I don't know if we've actually got names for any of the techniques with the Stamparatus because it's new, but to me it feels like we're stepping down, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to place my cardstock here, and I'm going to use the word happy birthday. And my happy birthday is a little bit on the black side because I use it quite a bit, but that's all right. I'm just going to bring template up so I can hold it. Now the first thing you need to do is place this up. I'm just going to move that for a minute. So it's opposite a hinge. Okay, so it's opposite a hinge. So the top of the card is at the top of a hinge. It doesn't have to be right up against it. You can have it away from it a little bit, but just the cardstock to the hinge. And then I'm going to show you how to step it down. So we're going to actually pop that onto our lid, and we're going to use I'm using the crushed curry, and I'm just going to ink that up. Oh, that's what you don't want to happen. So I'm just going to place that back down on there and pick it up again, and this time it will have the ink on it. So hopefully, so we've got the happy birthday there. Now if you're need some more ink on it, just re-ink it and press it down. Now, when I say stepping down, we're going to lift it out and we're going to step the hinges down. And that's why I called it stepping down, because to me it just feels like you're stepping down. So then we're going to do the next happy birthday. And then you're going to, once again, lift it up and move the hinges down. Ink it up again. And press it down. And that one didn't come out really good, but it doesn't matter because you can just re-ink it and just press right back over the top of it with the Stamparatus. It's really amazing how you can just redo that. And then you're just going to lift it up and step it down again. And we're going to get a part of a one down there. That's okay. You can go off the page. That's not a problem. Just going to get my sponge and just pick up all that ink that's around there. And just come down once again. And you can sort of see, you can actually get layers after layers after layers. So I did this one twice and this one once, and you can just sort of see, you can go over it 2 or 3 times and you'll get this really deep happy birthday. So if you want to remember where you put it because you're making a whole lot of them, I would just put a little bit of washi tape up the top here. That was a mark that you can line your card up on that corner all the time, so you can just slide your card into that. So that's what I call stepping down with our Stamparatus, and I just love this. But I'm just going to finish putting this card together so that we can sort of see, because I've also included a punch on this tonight as well, so you can sort of see that you can do punches, you can do cards, die cuts, you can add them all together. Okay, so I'm just going to add this onto our card. So I'm just going to snail this. If you want to, you can sponge it, and I think I will sponge it because I sponged the other piece, so I will sponge this one up as well. Just get the right sponge. Okay, so we'll just quickly go around this in the soft suede. It's nice to see you all jumping on. I love seeing, and I hope you all learn something that you don't know, and you might know, and if you do, I'm happy for you to share ideas with us as well, because we'd all love to hear what your ideas are as well. If there's something that you really like to learn how to do, please don't forget to put it in the comments what you'd like to learn about the Big Shop or the Stamparatus, because that's what I'm working on just at present. So this is a quick little card. And I'm just going to place that one down on there. Then this one I'm just going to place to the side here. You can sort of see how nice it works in with each other. So I'm just going to, you can use dimensions if you wanted to raise this one up. Okay, so we're just going to come in with this to, where do I want it? I think I'll put it that way. It's funny, you turn things around and around and around until they're eye-pleasing. So that's it on there. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stamp out a daisy out of our Daisy Delight stamp set. And this is I love it because you can make flowers with it. I've made beautiful daisy flowers. I'll just grab them for you and show you. I forgot to bring them down closer. So I'll just grab my vase of flowers. Sorry. So you can sort of see they look absolutely beautiful in a vase as well, and you can sort of cut cardstock to make it look like grass. So they're really gorgeous. So you can make daisy flowers out of this, but tonight we're going to use it as an accessory on top of our card. So we're going to use the crushed curry, and we're just going to ink it down. Don't forget we have our new cleaning pads too, the chamois. It's really fantastic. I love the new chamois. So you can do 1, 2, 3, whatever you like, and it comes with the punch. So don't forget we have a clip on the back, and then to release it you just push it forward. Your cardstock goes in this side, so we're going to pop it in here and just line him up, and when you've got him lined up where you want him, just punch him out. Then we're going to use our little 1/2 inch circle, and we're going to punch it out in the basic grey. I'm just going to punch one out in the basic grey. And if you haven't got anything to decorate this up with, you can use your Wink of Stella pens, and I love using the Wink of Stella pens as an embellishment, but what I'm going to actually do is grab a dimension to put behind this quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to use a dimension behind my daisy. If you wanted to sponge it up a little bit, you could, and I might sponge this one up just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more depth. It does give it a little bit more depth when you do that. And you can put another, like I said, another one on top of it. And then I'm just going to show you how to make that centre with the Wink of Stella pen. How's everyone surviving this cold weather? I've been out the last few days, but today I actually got to spend inside, and I was so pleased because it was so cold, and it was so nice to just be at home doing some craft today, and not out working, out and about doing massages yesterday, so which was really nice, having people come in and have body scrubs, and they really enjoyed that. Okay, so you can just bend it over your finger and just add a little bit of colour and texture. It doesn't matter if it gets creases in it, it just makes it more old worldy type of a daisy. Okay, so we're going to stick this down where you want it. So I might pop him in there. Then we're going to use our snail to add a little centerpiece. Now you're going to have to pop this somewhere to dry overnight if you're using your Wink of Stella pen, and we're going to actually come in and squeeze it. Oh, can you see how that came out? I don't know if you saw how it came out very solid when you squeeze it, and it makes an embellishment. You just got to take away the little air bubbles, so just doesn't want to pop, that one, but they usually just pop. That one's popped now, so it's going to be quite wet until tomorrow when you squeeze it and you get that really solid piece. Now I'll just show you another one that I made a little bit earlier, having a play. I've done it in the green, in the mint macaroon and the crushed curry, so you can just sort of see in the different colours how lovely. And this one's actually dried because I did it last night, and you can sort of see how beautiful it comes up as an embellishment. It's very hard to tell whether you're getting it right or not. So that's a really nice way of doing a background. Now there's lots of other cards that you can do. I'm just going to put that one up on the bench so it hopefully don't put anything in it. You can actually do a trifold card. So you can actually cut out your trifold. And this is a nice trifold card that you can actually use your if you don't have designer series paper or whatever, you can actually use your templates to decorate up the background of this. So you'd lay it flat, of course, and you would decorate it up. And then you could actually add words and everything to it as well. So you could do a trifold card, you could do an easel card. There's lots of different ones, but over the next few weeks and that, we'll be doing trifold cards and easel cards and lots of different other cards. So I just really like to go through this happy birthday with you one more time, just so the stepping down, just so you sort of can see. We'll do it on a longer piece of paper this time. So when you when you're stepping down, you can place this wherever you want, and you can even put 2 words on it. So you can have like where did our little happy birthday go? Ooh, I put it down, here it is. So you can have like your happy birthday. I'm just going to clean that a bit, because then you can have your happy birthday. Just make sure that this is lined up to a hinge. Okay, your card's lined up to a hinge, roughly. Okay, so we can have your happy birthday, and then oh, what's another word? Oh, it's a good day. Happy birthday, it's a good day. You could have that. So you could have a second word coming in underneath it. Just make sure it's up the right way. It's a good day. So you can place that where you want. So maybe there. It's sticking to my fingers. This one's tacky. Okay, and then come over and close your top sheet. My happy birthday is, I'm going to have to move that magnet down out of the way for a minute. My happy birthday is not quite as sticky because it's been used a bit today. Okay, so you can do them in the same colours, or you can do them in separate colours, and you can do them with your markers. So I'm just going to grab 2 markers quickly. I had them down here earlier and I've just moved them back up. I don't know why I keep packing things away, but I do. Okay, so we'll go with the happy birthday in the red, just so you can sort of see these are bright colours. So just bring your marker over it. You can do the happy in a different colour again if you wanted to. So you could do a rainbow colour if you wanted to. And it's your day. You could do in completely different colour as well if you wanted to. I'm not quite sure if it says that. What does it say? It's a good day. There you go. So then you just press that down. Now this time you'd come down 2. Okay, you'd need to step down twice because you've got 2 layers in there. So you'd come down 1, 2. So you come down twice and you can get that distance. If you come down 1, it'd be right over the top of your day. So you need to come over twice. Okay. And you can work out roughly where you want them put. Okay, so just come back in and colour. The Stampin' is a great tool to use, and there's lots of different ways you can use it. You just got to keep playing with it and come up with better ideas each time. And having the hinges there, you can sort of move these around, which is really good. Now you can sort of see I missed a bit of the day there, so you can just come back with your marker. It's the good thing about the Stampin' is it's going to go straight back over where you were. You're not going to get, so you can sort of see it's going. I'm just going to slide that back up to the top because it just helps when you're actually moving it backwards and forwards. Wow, that time has gone fast again. So we're going to come down twice again, and you'll see that you'll get a little bit in there. But it doesn't matter if it comes off the page because you can always start off the page at the top. And then you can do the same, moving it across the top way as well. So if you're doing a lace border and you want to keep doing it, you can move it along that way. I've just had one here a minute ago to show you quickly. So just going to quickly grab it out and show you that. Okay, so we've got our happy birthday and that, so I'm just going to turn this around because this is just sharing with you guys tonight what we're doing. Okay, I'll just move them off. So another one is moving it this way on your Stamparatas, and this is a little flower edge, so if you wanted an edge going down your Stamparatas, you'd pop it on. Just going to use it inked because I know our time is running out again, so I'm just going to come in with the yellow. Hopefully you can see the yellow. We're going to just press it down. Oh, I'm going to go darker colour because you can't see yellow really well. Let's go with the Soft Suede new ink pad. Got to remind myself, new ink pad because they're different. Okay, so we're just going to come down. Yeah, that's better, you can sort of see it. And then you can step this down one, and you can sort of see that it will go over the top of a couple. So you can step it down twice, and you can see that, oh, we want it back up one. Okay, so I'm just going to go back up. And we're going to, it worked out before, but whether it works out now, you'll get that little bit of a double image there, but that's okay. And we're just going to lift it up and come down twice. We're going to come down once. We want it to over double a little bit. Yep, that's it. And then come down again. So it's just moving it down once and you'll get that nice double layering there. When you've got a little bit of ink on your thing, just wipe it with a sponge until you're finished inking it up. Pick it up, move it down, and beautiful. And you can do this with a lot of layering, so just have a play with your edges and that. Okay, I'm just going to pop that back up so you can say hello to you all. So I hope you found that a little bit interesting tonight. It's really cute seeing how you can do your edges, how you can do your happy birthday, how you can do two things on your card or one. Did anyone find that interesting? If there's something that you're not sure of, you can always leave a comment and ask me about it, and if I don't know the answer, I'll always find out for you. So I really hope that you enjoyed how to make a template tonight with our beautiful template card. I can't pick the other one up because it's wet, remember? So I'll just show you this one. So it really is a nice way to do backgrounds. I love making my own background paper, especially for scrapbooking and that. So, and even with the words like the happy birthday and that, just doing that is really great. So I hope you all enjoyed tonight, and I love seeing you girls come on. A lot of you that are on tonight, I want to say thank you for your swaps. They've been amazing. We have an awesome swap team, awesome swap team. I love the cards that we've been getting, and they've been really handy for me because I've already used some of them for birthday cards because I've had a lot of birthdays this month, and having a very busy schedule, doing massaging, and I still work for aged care, or home care I should say, with my oldies I look after, and doing massages every other day and doing my card Stampin' Up. So it's really fun doing swaps with you. You're really amazing ladies. So if anything I can do to help, I would really put myself out there for you. So good night for tonight, and we'll see you next week. And next week we'll be still with the big shot, and I'm not quite sure what we're doing yet, but until next week, enjoy this cold weather, and we'll catch you all soon. Bye for now.